Alright, finally back with a video, and I really haven't had much in the way of anything to post. Most of the stuff that I've been purchasing at Goodwill stores has been for personal use, so on and so forth. I did get one piece of mail in the last 4 days or so because there was Sunday there, so I got nothing Friday, nothing Saturday, nothing Monday. There was virtually nothing in the box. And like I said, one postcard, I think it was from Thornton, California. I don't really remember. Ugliest postcard on the planet, but that's what I had. I wanted to send it, and I believe it was from Thornton, California. And so that's from my California Cancel collection. So I looked at my checklist, and it has been gone since last year. So whatever post is on it is whatever there was. So if I was wrong, it's not my fault that they took, like, 7 or 8, 9 months to mail that. Ridiculous. So there was that one there. And then when I got to the bins today, I wasn't finding things very, very easily, but I found a small bag of stuff, and I was bagging up stuff, because I save things for people that want, friends and other people that, want to, get put off in a different direction or whatever. So I saved that stuff, and I had to throw most of that back because most of those people didn't show. And, some are people have different, things going on. And then I found a few postcards here and there, and I said, okay, I don't really need those. And I found a couple of graphic novels. I actually went back to look at the graphic novels, but I wanted to get the heck out of there, so to see if I could find more, and I did find more. But I should have just taken some more time and looked, because there was a really cool PSA book on grading Pokemon or something like that, but I didn't grab that. I just really don't need books, and so I really feel bad about the ones I grabbed. I also feel bad that I didn't check for more graphic novels. One or two of the exact same, so I don't understand that one there, and some of them are volume 2, so that's never good. Because you get volume 2 and then you have a hard time finding volume 1, or you have to go to the internet and spend 15 bucks on it and then find out it's worth only a quarter of that. My throat's getting really dry here, so we'll do the best that I can to share everything that I have here. One crazy thing happened is that, so when the last row that they did of the evening came out, I found a bag here and it said 75 vintage postcards. Like, what? Okay, 75 vintage postcards. Nothing super outstanding in here, but there's a few interesting things in here. A lot of them are used. I've got to double check those and see what's going on there. So, and some of them are not technically vintage. Well, I mean, I guess if you count them from the 90s or so, mostly they're older ones. So, one guy said, oh, are those postcards? And I said, I think so. And I said, I don't know. So I tried to downplay it, and he walked off. But I was glad to grab that, and I was double checking, because there were other postcards in one of the rows that were floating around, all separately. So I was glad to grab those. And that's what some of these are here. So I'll show you some of those. And there were some jumbo postcards. I think this is Custer. Oh, no, this is not Custer. Who is this one here? Yeah, Custer's Grizzly. So there's Custer's Grizzly there. That's not old at all. Some sort of Grand Canyon type postcard there. And then, city street scenes here. These are the linen postcards. I've seen people pay, 50 cents to $1, and then they would try to flip them for 3 or 4. There's another one here. This is Boulder. Yeah, there's that one there. I have one of these, something very similar to that had advertising on it, but this one does not. There's glitter that's on some of those. It's some sort of petrified piece of wood there, so from the petrified forest. And then these are newer ones here. I use these as like to write on or thank you notes or whatever, but again, when it's becoming, 50 odd, it's over half $1 to send off a postcard. Nice Colorado one there. Again, I have more postcards that I could probably use in a lifetime now. Because I've got 120 or something. Here's an Ogden postcard, a very old 1940s era Ogden one there, but unfortunately whoever wrote on it pressed the pencil in there very, very heavily, so the writing went through the front there, just not really good. It was from Klamath Falls to Ogden, Utah or something like that. Or I mean the reverse. That one's not super Indian, but there's some sort of, Native American off the corner there, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. Another one of these. Again, these usually come in sometimes packs, and so that bag has a pack of those. Something Sunshine Skyway Bridge. And again, I like to find ones that are close in proximity to the athlete that I'm sending. Oregon ones I always send out in either care packages or things that people buy or whatever, so I just throw those in there. There's a Florida one with a crease in it, but again, if I'm doing some sort of spring training or whatever it was, and they're in Florida there, that might be a good one to send off there. Arches National Park. So these are not the best ones, but these are the ones that are just out. This is a Star Motel, Colorado Springs, Colorado. It only takes one postcard. If I found a Route 66 postcard mixed in here, I would have paid for the whole entire lot and then some. But one of the things I don't have here to share with you because it's kind of stashed away, Goodwill has been very, very sneaky these days. Yes, they still have really good deals on furniture, and you know, sometimes it gets down to $1. You know, they have lots of framed pictures and stuff, and a lot of times those get down to $1. Then they have like stuff off to the side, which is a big deal. So, you know, anywhere between $2 and $5 for most of the stuff. So somebody was found some, you know, nice deck chairs, and somebody had originally tried to get 75 out of them, and he was getting for 5 a piece. And then out of the clothing, people were just going gangbusters, heaving all kinds of crazy brand new clothes into their cart. So I played that game. Unfortunately, nothing would fit me. There was one shirt that was just a shy too small. It's you know, it's not quite right. I mean, I could wear it, but it looks kind of silly. So those will have to go off to nieces and nephews, sort of thing. They would try to take deal with those there. People are heaving all kinds of clothes, only to realize those are mostly Walmart branded clothes. But yeah, who donates brand new clothes to Goodwill? They don't give them to the homeless. They don't help anybody with them. It does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. There's all kinds of outreach places that will take those. You know, sometimes even the food banks might take those sort of things. So it doesn't get to the right people that needs them. You know, because usually, you know, kids need clothes for school or school uniforms, etc. and so forth. And that's where those clothes need to go. But they just don't ever get to there. Or at least we don't hear about that happening. And then, so I bought a Fisher Price building, the Sesame Street apartment building. And I wanted that for a long time because I have most of the figures for that, but I didn't have the building because it was always broken. The hinge was always broken, or it was very expensive on eBay. And it cost me almost $14 at the bins because $2.79 a pound, and it was like 5 or 6 pounds, and boom, you know, it cost me $32 to buy all my stuff at the bins. Absolutely ridiculous. It shouldn't cost that much. You know, $14. I could have bought a whole pile of other shirts and sweaters that I threw back and stuff like that. Usable things. Dumb. You know, those things list for $25 on eBay. So if I was trying to sell that, I would be breaking even because of the eBay fees, and then have to pay or do something for the packing, what have you. It's ridiculous. Absolutely stupidest, you know, because the post office has no other discounts, so it's usually $25 for shipping. It goes in some sort of priority type of box. So if I tried to sell that, I would get nothing, and somebody would probably get me down in price because there's some scratches on the little chalkboard in the middle, but the hinge is not broken. And again, Goodwill does not have a plan to make those cheaper. It was stupid. So, I mean, I didn't really think. I just bundled all my stuff together, and I was really tired. You know, at the end of the day, I said, well, I'll just get it. Not to worry. Now let's show you some other things here. I got some jumbo postcards here, and I don't think I showed those. Some sort of grizzly bear ones. You know, these are suitable for framing, and I think that was the idea of these. In mailing, that would probably only been like 10 cents back in the day. It says place stamp here, and it says, what does it say? Letter postage. I don't know. It's somewhere between 2 and 5 cents. This would probably cost me $2 to mail this ridiculous thing here. That's just really bupkis there. Then there is a linen postcard of Old Faithful, the geyser. That's one of some sort of, you know, old tower. Grand Canyon National Park, Arizona, the Watchtower at Desert View. So there's that one there. I know it's kind of, then we got another Grand Canyon type thing. These don't have a lot of value because people are like, what am I supposed to do with these jumbo postcards? They, you don't sit well. I don't know if that's posed picture there or they're actually sitting there, but that's frowned upon these days because if that naughty boy there pretended to push his sister off, you know, whatever, then bye-bye sister. Chicago postcard. I think I showed you that one already, maybe. It got mixed in there. Then there's another one, a Grand Canyon sort of thing there. Again, these are 1950s era postcards all the way, so jumbo postcard. It only requires 3 cents, and then 5 cents foreign. What a deal there. The post office, no deals no more. Branding iron. I don't know if I showed that one there. Where's that one on here? Laramie, Wyoming. If that was, you know, Route 66, there's arches, nothing special there. And a few other more modern, Dinosaur National Monument, all this blah blah, Venice, Florida. Couple of those. So that's all that one there. Now let's get into the graphic novels here. And I don't know, I've not heard of any one of these, none of these. But, you know, I was able to cajole them into kids' book price, so that's 49 cents each. So that's a heck of a deal in my book, no pun intended. I got Manifest Destiny, Volume 2, Amphibia, and Insectia. And so I don't have Manifest Destiny number 1. If I really like this, which I don't know yet, I'm going to have to see if there's a Volume 1 out there for dirt cheap. These are all Image. I think these are all Image. These are all Image. Yeah, these are all Image comics here. Then we have Captara, and they're all in really good, you know, relatively excellent to near mint condition. And again, I should have looked further here. This was the first one I found. Captara, Volume 1, Fear Not, Tiny Alien. And then I got this larger book here, Stray Bullets here. And this one is also this is Image. I didn't realize it was Volume 2, but this is Volume 2, Somewhere Out West. So David Lapham. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep these or not. I have no idea. This one's Odyssey Volume 1, off to Far Ithaca or something like that. I don't know. I'll show you some of the art in some of these. You have to always be careful there. No idea. It's kind of dark there and just stuff. I'll probably not get around to reading these anytime soon, but we shall see. And then I think I had one more. There were 2 copies of this one. I had to double check and make sure it was not a Volume 1 and 2, because the artwork was all the same here. Miller, Murphy, Chrononauts, or whatever that is, so I don't know. And a lot of these, this one's from 2005, I believe. There's kind of a bent over corner. I should have double checked which one was which there. This back in the day, this was only $10. Mind you, a regular comic book is $5 or so. And then this one here is probably from this one was $10 for this one, pretty sizable one. It's probably at least $20 or $25 now for these. This one here was only $20 for this one here. So, and this is a black and white one here, so I'll have to go through this one here. And then this one here was probably $10. Yeah, that was $9.98. And then this one is from 2000 and I don't know what it is. It doesn't really matter. And then Manifest Destiny was also probably $10. No, actually this was $14.99. So this is the most expensive one, $14.99. It's probably the newest one here, if I can find the date here. And as per usual, I cannot find the date here. Rated M for mature. So who knows? Who knows what the heck is in there? Just make sure there's nothing gross here. If I show you the artwork here. Okay, I don't want to show you that picture there. That's not cool. But anyway, there's that. So there is that one there. And of course, the usual little bits and stuff and everything that you throw in the bag here. You know, that's what you do. Is you just throw stuff in your bag, and that is that. So we'll just very quickly share with you a couple things here. This is an old Mark's tin toy here. Somebody threw it back because there were no wheels. Wheels are the least of your problems. Paint is the most important thing here. And it's a very, very good displayable shelf piece that's, you know, in really, really good condition. Most of those scratches were probably from the bin store then. I'll take that all day long, even though I don't really need this or want this. Somebody could probably throw it into an antique booth and probably get $8 for that, and they probably would. And that's really all it's worth in that particular condition. I grabbed these because I'm working on my slide collection, and these are slide mounts here. I got a couple of busted and damaged ones, so I think I can use those. These were actually pretty heavy here. That could have been $1.50 or $2 for that thing. It's crazy. You know, you think that just little bits of things. We got a baseball here. This is actually a Remember Only You Can Prevent Wildfires baseball there. It doesn't say China. It doesn't say leather. It does not say anything. It just has that on there. So no idea what this is or where it came from. I can't believe it'd be a leather baseball. No idea. But I had to grab that. Kind of unusual there. And then just a few other things here. I got a Joe Namath starting lineup there, Broadway Joe. Nothing special there, but again, I just figured I might as well get it. It doesn't cost very much for that one there. I don't really collect starting lineups, not the biggest fan of them. In fact, it looks like it's got a jersey, it's got a blemish or a scratch on the back of it. I think it's probably a scratch. But still, you know, that sort of thing is probably between $2 and $5, you know, just at some sale somewhere. And then, I don't have anything else here. just little stickers, and I'm going to see if there's anything on this Bullwinkle's Fun card. I don't know where that is. It's in Wilsonville somewhere. Not that I would ever get it to Bullwinkle's there, but give that one a shot there and see if that has anything on there. People are always looking for gift cards and stuff like that. Oh, and then the most important thing is this. I think it goes on the bottom of a chair foot, and I need one of those. So that's all for that particular one. I have more stuff, you know, in the future, but again, it is what it is, you know, because you don't want to spend a lot of money in case you know, don't like something, you have to send it back, return it, that sort of thing. Especially with clothes, you know, they only give you deals if you buy like X amount of hard goods, and then that's why they separate the glass, and they separate this and this and this, because there are things that you can't get, you know. So like the clothes, I mixed my clothes with my stuff because I didn't have enough to, but if I had enough clothes, enough hard goods, they would separate that, and then that would make it so that I would not be able to get like a combined, you know, weight discount. So it's $2.79 a pound, and it's cheaper if you buy like 25 pounds or something like that. I mean, I had, you know, probably only I don't know. 25 pounds gets you to like, I think $1.20. I don't know. It's a lot. So I'd be probably ending up spending $50 in the store. I mean, I spent 32. You know, what's another 18 or something like that, right? You know, 52. But again, you have to realize that at the end of the day, I am not selling very much, if any, of this stuff. A lot of it's saving me money and for personal use. You know, I get free boxes there, but I didn't find any packing material this time. So if I don't get packing material by the end of the week, I have to go to one of the stores that spent an awful lot of money on packing material. And it's getting to the point where it's getting harder and harder to find that stuff at a good deal. You know, and when you have such a small margin on your boxes, you could actually go backwards very quickly without realizing it. So I think that's going to finish off this video here. Let me know if you've heard of any of those graphic novels, if any of those are good. And I got, like I said, a big, huge honking bag of we'll just grab a few out of here because I didn't show you any of these. So we'll just show you there's a New York City one there, probably somewhere in New York, but again, or somewhere, I don't know, that's a foreign postcard. Another linen postcard there. Some of these are used. Some of these are not used. That's another used one there. Those are all used. That's used. Some sort of, I don't know. That one's used, unfortunately. This one's got a 2-cent stamp on there, but I can't send it out for 2 cents. I don't know. Again, some of these have been cut and altered. I think this one has been shortened and altered. This is a common one, an Idaho potato of some kind, I think. Yeah, an Idaho potato. Doesn't have a lot of value there. And then a few other ones here that I might try to use for my California project here. But again, some of these have been used, some of these have not been used, and then some of them I can alter by covering up some of the writing on it or erasing it here. There's a nice desert scene here, wherever that is. Oh yeah, that's Yucca in Bloom, New Mexico, so I theoretically could cover that up and use that for somewhere else. So I have to kind of figure out what California I still have and so on and so forth. This is not a postcard, it's just a sheet of paper of some kind. But anyway, that's that, and thank you for watching.